Welcome back to my channel. Today is day 24 of the Embodying Your Higher Self challenge. If you're not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button to follow along. Today we're going to be talking about teeth. Now, this is a bit of a different topic in order to become our higher self, but it is something that I feel a lot of us do struggle with, and we are not so susceptible to actually get it changed because of the cost. Now, this is a bit of a different topic to come on to when it comes to becoming our higher selves, but when I have thought about my higher self, it has been something that has bothered me for many years, has been my teeth. So what I have actually been doing already for the past, I think it's been about 8-9 months now, I have been on a teeth straightening journey, and I am at the stage now that it's getting very hard to talk because I have retainers in, I have bands in. We are doing a lot with my teeth. So what I'm going to do today is go through the process that I've gone through and the reasons behind it, and then also a couple of ways that you can actually just help your teeth in general and not get the expensive method how I've gone through. So as I've said, I've gone on a teeth straightening journey. It has been many years of my adult life that I have absolutely hated my teeth. They were very narrow, they were off center, they were sticking out in certain areas, they were pushing in on other areas. The bottoms were starting to move. I've had all my wisdom teeth come through, so it has completely pushed my teeth out of line, and they were getting to the point that every photo and every video that I was seeing myself in, I absolutely hated, and it was all I could focus on. It was all I could think about. People around me, they could see that there was an issue, but they would always say there's nothing wrong with your teeth, and in a sense it kind of makes you feel a bit better that they're saying that, but it's also, you know, that there is something that it doesn't look quite right. It's making your features not look right, and that's what I felt overall. I felt it was making my face look very wide and chubby, and it wasn't, they just didn't really fit well with my face shape. If I feel brave enough, I will put a picture in for you to actually see the before of what I was dealing with. Now, I know it wasn't that bad and I could have got over it, but when you find something that has been affecting you for a very, very, very long time, I've had no plastic surgery done, no Botox, no fillers, absolutely nothing done, but this was one thing that I saw and I thought, a lot of people go through a teeth journey, and I wanted to sort my teeth out and straighten them and be happy when I saw them and looked in the mirror. They were starting to get very stained because of how they were very narrow at the top, and then they were like pushing in at the side, and some at the front were then out. So what was happening is some were getting very stained compared to others, and it was so difficult. I tried whitening strips, I was brushing them constantly, I was doing everything I could, polishes, I was doing everything you can think of in order to whiten my teeth. I didn't get them done professionally, but the reason behind that is because I knew how expensive it was, and I wasn't completely happy with my teeth, and I was very on the edge of what am I going to do with my teeth. I tried all the home methods and the cheaper methods, and then it started to really get to the point of what am I actually going to do. So when it comes to being my higher self, I see myself as being somebody that has very straight and white teeth. They are well looked after, they have been looked after by the dentist properly. My wisdom teeth are making sure that they are okay, they don't need to be taken out, the hygienist is being done, and I'm just, overall my oral health is really good. So when I saw myself before, I was thinking that's not who my higher self is going to be. She is not going to have these teeth that I have now. And as I say, no, there was nothing wrong with them really. They were fine, they were working fine. I was using my wisdom teeth, I was using all of my teeth really well, but what the issue was for me was how I looked and how I felt overall. So therefore I went to a dentist and I got a checkup, I became a patient, and what I did was I went through the process of how much was it going to be to actually get my teeth straightened, what was the process I'm going to have to go through, and how long are we talking. Now the cost is a little bit higher than I would like, not too sure whether I want to actually express it on here or not. If you are curious, then please let me know. But I have gone to a private dentist, so I did and ah about this for a long time. I didn't want to just go to an NHS dentist, I wanted to go to a private dentist to make sure that what I was doing was going to be done correctly, I was going to be happy with it. Any problems, I know that they are going to listen to my actual thoughts and feelings about it, and we're going to go on this journey together, and they are going to take good care of me. I know it's more expensive, but it's something that I have really wanted to do for a very, very, very long time, and I decided to take the leap and start the journey, and now I am quite far into it. I think I'm about 9 months into it now, and I feel so much better already. They have moved an incredible amount. It's actually quite insane. My whole demeanor on my face and how I look in videos and how I look in photos has completely changed. I was starting to smile with my teeth again. I've stopped now because I've got retainers in and bands, and it looks just a little bit crazy up in there. But before, when I was using just the brace, so let me go through the process. So to begin, I was having a metal brace that was put in. This wasn't train track. This was to grow the bone in my mouth and stretch out my jaw. So instead of it being very narrow and very in, it was widening it to be more of an actual jaw. So I had a metal brace at first, and as these were starting to move, my teeth were moving out and they were getting so aligned as a proper teeth set that you can see now. These were very in. So when they started to move out, I started to feel so much better. I could feel the confidence come straight through me just at the beginning stages. And this is exactly how I see my higher self being. I see her being somebody that is very confident in what her teeth look like. They look after themselves and they just know how to keep on top of the things that actually matter. I did not want to be somebody that went to Turkey and shaved down their teeth and that's it, done. You have issues probably for the rest of your life. I know a lot of people that have had that done, and I don't want to get that done myself. I know my teeth are good, and the dentist has confirmed that. So I want to stick with my actual natural teeth as long as I can. So we went from the brace to then the retainers. So it is a clear aligner that I do have in at the moment on the top and bottom. So we've been doing both top and bottom, and we've been doing the aligners since June, and we're now November. So I've had them for a little while. I still have a few left to go, and at the moment we are at the point of we have straightened out quite a lot. The bottom is still straightening out themselves, so the top went first, then the bottom, because the top, I have certain teeth that we now need to pull down. It's getting very hard for me to actually talk, so there is attachments to my teeth and there is bands that are now pulling down my teeth so that then they're all going to be in alignment. So at the moment, before I had this put in literally a day and a half ago, I had my teeth straightened and we're getting there, but then there was a bit that was up, so it was like a gap in between my teeth, and this was formed because of the fact that my teeth were very in and they were crooked and they were twisting. The tooth wasn't able to come through like the rest of them, so it wasn't able to grow through because it was getting stuck. So there is a couple of teeth that we're now having to pull down. Now it's got the space to do it, but the problem with that is it's very hard to then talk and you're having all of these little bits attached to your teeth that are scratching your lip. It's a massive process to go through, and I would just say if you are going to do it, then be prepared to have at least a good year, 2 years of your life dealing with multiple different arrays of things that have to be in your mouth. If you go through a private dentist, there is probably going to be more going on than if you were just going to go online and go on the companies that you see on the TV that just have the clear aligners. They might be a bit easier. I mean, I don't know, I haven't looked into them, but I can assume that if it's just a clear aligner that you're having, it might be a lot easier to deal with, as it's just going to be the aligners that you're changing out every now and then. They are annoying because you have to take them in and out when you are eating and drinking. If you really want to get done, don't feel put off by, because for a long time I was put off by how much it was going to cost me, but there's ways around of fitting that in to your normal bills and just seeing it as another bill. Each month I make a payment and I just see it as a bill. I just see it as something that has to be paid, and at the end of it I'm going to then be very happy with my outcome. I still get aftercare. I'm still going to be going to the dentist. They're still going to be checking up on me, and we're going to just be going on this whole journey as a proper lifelong journey to look after my teeth and make sure that they're going to be in the best health that they can be for as long as they can be. Now, this is very heavily focused on my journey, but it's something that I just wanted to point out as if you are not happy with your teeth either, there is things that you can do at the beginning to help. Instead of paying the money to get them straightened and moved how I have done, there are things such as I did at the beginning. I was trying to whiten my teeth. I was making sure that I was brushing them, flossing them. I was actually doing polishes and things every now and then to help whiten them and keep them fresh. If that then doesn't work, it is then time, I think, to then look at something else. There are so many options out there for how we can amend our teeth, and it's just a conversation you need to have with your dentist of where do they think you can go with your teeth and what sort of methods can they use and how much can that cost. It's always worth a chat, and it's something that you can obviously go onto the online spaces. I have seen a lot of videos, I think it's on TikTok, I have seen a lot of videos where they are advertising the clear aligners. Not sure completely what that entails, but there's a couple of companies out there that are doing it very affordable. So there is ways that you can amend your teeth in a more affordable way. It just depends on what you want to get out of your teeth journey and whether they are even something that bother you. So the main takeaways from this video is if there is something that bothers you, you can always go and get a consultant to look at the problem and help you out along the way. If it is your teeth, such as we've been talking about in this video, like I've done, I went to the dentist and I was just assessing the situation and seeing how healthy my teeth were, what my options are, and where I could go. And then eventually I came up with the plan that suited me. There is lots of ways that you can deal with different teeth journeys, and you can whiten them, you can do home things for them. It's up to you what is bothering you, how much it's bothering you, to how much you want to get it sorted out, whether you can afford it or not. And also, if you have the time to do so, it is a journey and it is a process that is going to be longer than you expect. There are so many more tips to come, so like this video and subscribe in order to be notified of all my future uploads. And until next time, keep manifesting your biggest goals.